Hello everyone, I am Alex Al-Vatar. I have lived in Germany for previous 10 months and today I'm going to tell you about 11 things I do hate about living in Germany as an expat. If you live here or maybe you think of moving to Germany, I guess this video will be interesting for you to watch, so please stay tuned and watch this video until the end. Also watch my second video where I talk about things I like about living in Germany. That will help you to understand both the pros and cons of living here. But before we start, I want you to know that living and working in Germany was never my dream, and Germany was the last country I ever thought to move to, and the only one reason why I'm here is because of my girlfriend. Because when we were in Spain, she decided to move to Germany because she got a job offer, and my decision was to move with her. So that's why today I can be a little bit too harsh on Germany. Sorry for that, but I'm going to tell you about my personal experience and my personal point of view. When I moved to Germany, the first thing was to find a place for living. And I think you already know that to find and rent an apartment here in Germany, it's not the easiest thing. But that's not the point. The point is that everyone is going to see what's in your pocket. What I mean by that? Each house owner asked us to show them our documents, papers from the bank account, our income, salaries, job contracts and other things. And I understand that Germans don't have to trust everyone who just came to Germany from another country, but personally for me, in my home country, in my culture, your job, your income, your salary, it's something, your bank account, it's something personal and you don't have to show it to everyone. But here in Germany, we had to do that, and I felt naked when I had to show everything I have. And that's something I don't like about living in Germany. The second thing is that a lot of rules here in Germany, and I think you already heard about that. But the problem is that they are circled and endless, so you can't just make things done. For example, if you want to stay and live here in Germany, you have to get a residency. But to get a residency, you have to rent an apartment. But to rent an apartment, you have to show your bank account. But to get the bank account, you have to have a residency. So it's circled, endless circle of rules. It feels bad, and one day I found myself in the center of the city, nearby the next door to the government services, waiting for another paper I had to get. I felt like I'm homeless because I had no place where to live, I had no rights to live here in Germany, and I had no money to go back. It wasn't for a long time, but I experienced that and I didn't like that. And the endless circle of rules is one more thing I don't like about Germany. It feels like Germany is a good place to work but not to live, and here is why. Everyone who comes to Germany should be insured, and you have to pay for your health insurance from the first month you moved in. But to pay it, you have to have an income, or you should pay for your health insurance from your savings. But if you don't have any income, you should search for a job, or you should notify the government service, which is Job Center, and they will cover your health insurance and give you some money for living. And that's great that they can help you, but at the moment you may find yourself in a position where they push you to learn the German language or other skills and search for a job, even though it was never your plan. And that was exactly what happened to me. I had to visit an integration course and search for a job, but you already know that working in Germany was never my goal. And that is one more thing I hate about Germany, that the system is designed for employees, for people who want to come here to work, but I just want to live my life. I want to spend my time for my self-employment, for my hobbies, for my relationships, for my self-education and other things. And I don't want to work hard to pay for health insurance and pay taxes, you know. I received so many letters for the past 10 months living here in Germany, and I never had the same in my home country for the whole life. It's just for 10 months, and it's just a half, because the problem is that we had to respond to all these letters, and we filled up a lot of documents, a lot of papers, and sent them out to different government services. And also we received a lot of documents from these services which are about our TV set, health insurance, bank accounts, tax ID number, residency, and other things. So here's a lot of things to do with the paperwork. But the problem is that you can't make some things done without a paper, or you should have a paper to make another paper. Mind-blowing. Yeah, sorry. And for example, we are living here in Germany for 10 months right now with my girlfriend, and we can't make a copy for our key from our apartment. And the problem is that we have to have a paper from our house owner and to be allowed to make a copy. And you can say, so what's the problem? Just ask for a paper and make a copy. Yeah, it sounds easy, but in real life we never seen our house owner, because the house owner and the owner of our house, our apartments, yeah, are two different individuals. And we couldn't contact them because we don't have their contact. So it's the problem, and we just can't make anything with that. So let's talk about the government services which are created to help people like me. When I came to Germany, I told everyone that I want to become a self-employed, because I never had a full-time job and never been an employee in my home country. And I spoke with Job Center, with Welcome Center, with Finanzamt, which is the government tax service. I spoke with Migration Management Service. I spoke with Caritas, which is like help center for refugees, and they just couldn't help me. I don't know why, but all they gave me was just the information about how to register myself as self-employed or how to own or register a company here in Germany, but everything else was about being an employee here. How to search for a job, how to make a CV or resume and to send it to different companies to get a job offer. So these were the answers for the questions that I didn't ask. Because my question was how to become a self-employed here in Germany, and maybe they could help me with that, but they couldn't. But they tried, really. I saw how much time they spent on me, tried to answer to my questions, but they just couldn't. I don't know why. Maybe because the system is designed to help refugees to find a job, not to become a self-employed. I thought that Europe is a place of freedom, but the more I get to know about Western countries, the more I find out that it's the opposite. Here in Germany you have to pay for your TV set, even if you don't have a TV at home. Here in Germany you have to pay your health insurance, even though you are in great health and you don't want to use it. So for me it feels like it's a fee you have to pay while living here, because when I don't want to pay for something but I have to, it doesn't feel for me like it's a freedom. Yeah, they gave us some choice which company to pay for it, but I think it's not a freedom where you just have to pay for something you don't want to use. Next thing I hate about living in Germany is that they use your willingness to save your money or pay less against you. What do you mean by that? Let's say you just want to buy some bottles of water in the food store and you have to pay an extra for each plastic bottle, and it costs you around 25% per bottle. And to get your money back, you have to store these bottles and then change them back to get your money back. So next example, if you want to get some money back from the government for the bills which are related to a job, you have to store the receipts. So let's say you bought a bus ticket and it's related to a job, so you have to store this receipt and then send it to the government and you can get your money back. Also, it's a common thing here in Germany that you have to pay upfront for your heating in the apartments, for your taxes, for the health insurance and some other services. And at the end of the year, you have to fill up some papers and send them to the services which you used, and they could give you some money back. And if you will not, let's say, fill up the yearly tax declaration, you may lose 1,000 euro per year. So you have to do that to get your money back. And I hate it about living in Germany because the system is designed that way, so it pushes you to do some things that you're not used to do in your home country, and they are trying to implement some habits into your life, and that's something that makes my life tough and hard, because I have to work a lot to earn some money and then to work hard to get my money back. So let's talk about the taxes and health insurance here in Germany. And that's one more thing I hate about living here, because together they are going to take a half from your income. And the government will not bother you with taxes if your income is low. Let's say your earnings are less than 10,000 euro per year, so you have to pay nothing. Your tax rate will be 0%. That's not a tax advice, that's just something I heard from people living here. But the health insurance, it will come after you even if you earn nothing. So you have to pay for your health insurance, and the minimum amount is 240 euro per month in 2024, around that price. And you have to pay around 3,000 euro per year even though you have no any income. And if your income will start to increase, you have to pay more for health insurance, because it depends on your income and it's 15% from your income. And also your tax rate will increase as your salary will increase. So a regular employee pays here in Germany around 30, maybe 40% from his salary, and I think it's a lot, because in my home country where I worked as self-employed, my tax rate was 5%. Yeah. When I just came to Germany, I thought that there are a lot of rich people living here, maybe because of the streets, how do they look like, because of great cars, and maybe because I thought if the minimum salary is around 2,000 euro per month, maybe there are a lot of jobs with salaries like 10,000 euro per month. But I found out that 5,000 euro per month, it's already a great salary, and if you have it, you are a rich guy in Germany. But after taxes, you'll have left only 3,000, sorry, and 200 euro per month. So, and it's not too much, because you have to pay more for living here. For comparison, let's say in my home country, when I worked as self-employed, my earnings were around 1,500 euro per month, and I was able to visit restaurants, to use taxi, to visit cinemas few times a week, and have some money for clothes, travelings and other things, to buy some equipment for my work. But here in Germany, 1,500 euro per month is the minimum amount for living. So it's the minimum you have to pay for your living here. And to be able to buy more things and to spend more, you have to earn more. But 5,000 euro, it's already a great salary. And if you have it, you still have to work for 10 years to buy an apartment here. And I think it's just a different meaning of poorness here in Germany, and people in Germany are not so rich as I thought before. Sometimes it feels like the most realistic way to die here is because of boredom, because it's so boring here. I don't know why, maybe because I'm living in the southern Germany, in the small city, and here is nothing to do. I don't visit restaurants because they are not so great and not so cheap, and I don't visit cinemas because mostly movies are in German, which I don't know. And so what I'm doing here, I just wake up, brush my teeth, eat something, go for a walk nearby my house, maybe go to buy some food, work on my laptop at home, and that's all. So it feels sad because my friends, my relatives, my partners are thousands miles away from me, and they live in different countries, and I have to plan a lot to visit them, and it's tough because one day I found out that I am just searching for something relative here in Germany, for something I know, something I like, but I just can't find it, because here is nothing mine. Germany is not my country, and here's a lot of things I have to get used to. New government, new rules, new language, new people, new places. Everything is new, and that's make me feel sad, because I just miss my home. So that's all. 11 things I hate about living in Germany. If I forget something, you can write your comments down below this video, and you can write about things you hate on life living in Germany. I will read it. Sorry if this video was sad for you to watch, but I just tried to be honest with you guys about my experience, about my personal point of view. I understand that there are a lot of people who like to live and work in Germany, and maybe that's the best place for them, but personally for me, I found out these things I really hate about living here. So please watch my next video where I talk about things I like about living in Germany and reasons why I can't leave this country and I want to stay here, because I want you to know not only the cons but also the pros of living here, and I want you to know that I am not a German hater.